big dreams and big names aren't always enough. Sometimes it's the hidden gaps that decide whether a team climbs the NCAA podium or misses out. That's the tightrope the Georgia Bulldogs men's swim team walks as they set their sights high for the 2025-26 NCAA season. So what makes this year's team a must-watch? You might think it's simple: Urlando and Koski returning, talent flooding the roster. But here's where things get complicated. And maybe a little controversial. Georgia Bulldogs, the foundation for a title run, or a team on the edge. Every collegiate season brings new storylines, from rising stars to bittersweet farewells. For Georgia, finishing 7th at the 2025 NCAA Championships with 238.5 points wasn't just a success. It was a signal they'd clawed back from pandemic-era doldrums. Behind that finish were powerhouses like Luca Urlando, who stormed back after injury to capture the 200 butterfly crown and shatter NCAA and American records, and Jake Magahay, closing out his college career with 42 NCAA points. But here's what most people miss. As new talent surges in, big shoes are left to fill. Key losses and notable additions. Georgia bids goodbye to vital contributors like Magahay and Branzel, whose relay and individual points helped anchor the Bulldogs. The departure of swimmers such as Mitchell Norton and Peter Saka further thins state meet experience. But the Dogs aren't content to rebuild at a crawl. Cale Martyr, a Big 12 breaststroke IM standout, transfers in, offering not only depth but game-changing times. Let's not forget a wave of promising freshmen including Sean Green, Sasha Mocht, Hayden Myers, and international talents like Chris Mihailov and Finn Hammer. Will this influx be enough to keep Georgia among the elite, or will the learning curve hold them back? Making sense of the star system, how we grade Georgia. Here's a question that divides fans. Should team projections lean on data, gut feeling, or potential? At SwimSwam, objectivity takes priority, but there's room for a little hopeful speculation. Each event discipline, sprints, distance, IM, strokes, and diving, is graded on a fiercely competitive 1 to 5-star scale. For context, 5 stars, 25-plus projected NCAA points per event, the stuff dynasty teams are built on. 4 stars, 15 to 24 NCAA points, upper echelon but not stratospheric. 3 stars, 5 to 14 points, good, but hungry for more. 2 stars, 1 to 4 points, a team with potential but gaps to overcome. 1 star, no points yet, but possible surprise breakthroughs. Is this scale too harsh? Maybe, but that's what sparks passionate debate. Ready to see where the Bulldogs fall? Sprint freestyle. If you love edge-of-the-seat races, brace yourself. Georgia's sprints, especially the 50 free, lag behind powerhouse programs despite flashes of promise. With no swimmers under 18 seconds in the 50 and the 200 free relay unable to score at last year's NCAAs, it's a clear weakness. Urlando's dazzling speed helps, but with Branzel gone, who steps up? Incoming freshmen like Sandberg and Grathmiller have flashed 43 to 44 second speed in the 100. But will that translate to NCAA finals? South African phenom Chris Mihailov could be the wild card. Distance freestyle. On the flip side, distance is a point of pride. Koski, after dropping his mile time to 14:38, morphs from a sprint distance tweener into the Bulldogs' go-to long-haul specialist. Sean Green's arrival could shake up the SEC. A milestone mile swimmer, he's on the cusp of NCAA invite times and adds versatility across several events. Yet with Magahay's graduation, consistent depth becomes the big question. Will Koski and Green keep Georgia in the national discussion, or will lack of third and fourth scorers prove costly? Backstroke. Ruard van Rennen leads a group that 2 years ago dominated the SEC final heats. His NCAA final runs put Georgia on the map, and Urlando, though likely to focus elsewhere, remains a nuclear option. Supporting cast members like Sam Powell and freshman Hayden Myers bolster the relay hopes. But here's a controversial thought. Should Urlando devote more to backstroke to maximize team points, or does his butterfly dominance matter more? Breaststroke. If there's a sore spot, it's breaststroke. No NCAA qualifiers last year, but the addition of Cale Martyr may turn the tide. He brings a 152.19 200 breast, which would have medaled at SECs. Woodburn and Pitt-Shugan showed SEC potential but still need a leap. Newcomer Finn Wendland remains a mystery. Big meters times but little yards experience. Georgia needs someone to convert promise into points. Is breaststroke the bottleneck holding back a team with title aspirations? Butterfly, 4-star. Here's where Georgia becomes electrifying. Urlando, fresh off a world medal and multiple American records, is the NCAA favorite in the 200 fly and a podium regular in the 100. Depth trails off. Freshman Hitchcock is close to making a national impact, and Van Rennen provides SEC backup. But let's stir the debate. Can a single superstar in one event group carry a program, or will a lack of depth ultimately limit relay and overall success? Individual medley. IM, 4-star. The IM squad is arguably Georgia's fastest improving discipline. Urlando, Hitchcock, and Martyr give the Bulldogs 3 potential SEC A finalists. Martyr's Big 12 titles and strong 400 IM signal national scoring ability. Talented freshmen add intriguing depth, especially if converted meter times hold up in NCAA yards. Green also brings IM options. Will this group break through and become the backbone of Georgia's identity? Diving. Long an afterthought at Georgia. Edges forward with Bray and Calderero. Both SEC scorers, but still short of NCAA points. In a conference where diving has decided team titles, the lack of depth remains glaring. Can one diver bridge that gulf? Chapter 3. Relays win championships, and Georgia is strong in 4 of 5. Up the Achilles heel is the 200 free relay, where no NCAA points means room for improvement. Key relay legs like Branzel and Magahay have to be replaced, so the onus is on rising sprinters to deliver, or the dogs may slip in the standings. Is time on their side, or will they get left behind? The final tally, 19.